guys, welcome back to another video of Next Gen Coders. Today we'll be discussing big data. Now we're going to find out what exactly this is and the types of it, how to identify it, and downsides of big data. Okay, let's start. Now, what exactly is big data? We can call this the large amount of structured and unstructured data that can be used by organizations. Internet. For example, Snapchat contains data for 2.1 million snaps per minute on Snapchat. Now, that's a lot of data. But how do we identify whether something is big data or something isn't big data? We can do this through the 5 V's, which include the size and amount of data collected per second, velocity, which is the speed at which new data is generated. Now, variety. These are the different types of data, and this can include structured, unstructured, or semi-structured. Now, let's take a look at veracity. Now this is the reliability and the accuracy of the data. So if we imagine one of those boards with those pins, we can imagine being right in the center. That's accuracy. We're always shooting at the exact same place. That's accuracy. And as we've known from before, the more data you have, and of course there is some limit to this, but for example, if we have more data, that's more accurate and more reliable in comparison to something that has less data, less samples. Next, we have value. And value is basically the importance of using big data for decision making. Okay, so using all of these 5 V's, we can identify or classify whether something is big data or not. Now, with every good thing comes some unfortunate downside, right? And ignore my question mark. I know it's not the best, but yeah. So what is the downside of big data? Well, we know that big data is something from the internet, right? And what is some common concern about anything involving the internet? Well, you got it. It's privacy. Big data raises a lot of concerns about individual privacy on where the boundaries are and stuff like that, because some information can be shared across the world knowingly or unknowingly. So, now, let's talk about the few different types of data. It's usable, unusable, useful, and useless data. So now let's look about what usable is. So this type of data can be used, processed, or analyzed in its current form. One example of this would be family records. And by family records, I mean the electronic ones. Now this can be usable because we can use all of our patients' history, their family history and things, and analyze them, look through them to come to possible diagnosis or stuff like that, which can also come under useful, as we'll be talking about later. But yeah, okay. Now, let's take a look at useful. Now, obviously, something that can be used, right? Yeah, that's given. But let's delve a little bit deeper into that and come up with an actual definition, right? Okay. So, one example of useful that I find to be pretty useful for me is someone that can use this data to make predictions or process it to solve a problem. Basically, it's just something that can be used for some purpose, some kind of data that we use. Okay, so for example, what if we take patient outcome data? Okay, this is again going back into the medical field. Now this is a prime example of useful data, and this is because it's able to detect how useful the meds are. And this is making predictions on, okay, whether, let's see, I think that person A, their meds are working after all of these things, all of these procedures and stuff like that. These meds would definitely fit. So we can continue using this kind of medicine in our future treatments for them since it's highly effective. Kind of like that. this data is useful to determine whether or not they can continue prescribing them with this medicine. So.
My phone thing stopped.
I'm actually so bad at drawing that. Ignore that, guys. That's like medicines. Okay. Now, the stuff that can be classified as usable are obviously unusable data, okay? Keep that in mind. And then the stuff that can be classified as useful is useless. Good job. Okay, you got this. That's it for today. Using this information, you should be pretty good with the stuff from 5.1, 5.2, around all that. And that's pretty much it. So if you're good with this, you should be good with 5.1, 5.2. And as always, let us know if you have any suggestions for our videos. We're always open to trying new things, or even if it's not really computer science related, we can help with like biology, chemistry, I don't know, anything. Just shout something out and we got you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.